Hello everybody, welcome back to Saints franchise here on Madden NFL 20, and we are in the divisional round of season 2, getting ready to take on the New York Giants. We have injuries on our team. The Saints are going to play without Michael Thomas, and Alvin Kamara still on season-ending IR. He's been gone for a while, but we were still able to make it to the divisional round without him. The Giants have an injury. Devin, McCourty, star free safety, 85 overall. He'll be back in 2 weeks if they can advance and survive. I looked at the salary for this team, and we have $1.65 million in cap space, and we're gonna have to unload somewhere down the line. I'm not sure. We're gonna have to reconstruct some of these contracts. You can see these are all the people we re-signed. We re-signed Mario Davis to 2 years, $16.1 million contract. Sheldon Rankins also inked in a big contract. Ryan Ramchek's a right tackle. He's got a big contract. We're talking about over 17 mil. I mean, we're talking about 14 mil for Ryan Ramchek. Then Marshawn Lattimore, of course, we want to keep him. He inked up a big contract. And Alvin Kamara, we don't want to let him go. He's a superstar X factor. And then Cameron Jordan, he's getting up there in age, but you know he's a superstar X factor as well. So he inked in a big contract. So this is what happened in the wild card. The Bengals lost to the Raiders 28-7. Giants beat the 49ers 31-10. Bills beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 35-21. That's a 14-point lead. And Green Bay beat Dallas 21-17. Starting at QB for the Giants in this game is going to be 73 overall Blake Bortles, and he's got the starting position over Daniel Jones. And Bortles can run a little bit. He's got a good medium accuracy, good short accuracy, not a lot of throw power, but his deep accuracy could use a little help, and he can throw on the run, and he can throw under pressure, and he can break sacks. Welcome to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in Louisiana, and we knew we're going to take on, the Saints are going to take on the New York Giants in divisional round season 2. And they're coming out in the tunnel, guys, and they're ready to get amped up. They want to get a victory. They want to prove that they can win without their star running back, Alvin Kamara, and their star wide receiver, Michael Can't Guard Me Thomas. And here they come out into the field, and here come the Giants, and they're going to play with Blake Bortles, who didn't pan out in Jacksonville. But Jacoby Brissett making it to the playoffs for the second time in his career. And he's going to see if he can get a victory on his belt in the playoffs. And Latavius Murray getting some playoff action as well as he comes out. And the winner of this game is going to play the winner out of Green Bay and Seattle, which is going to be an awesome game. We're going to have to keep our eye out on the ticker for that one. But I see you guys down at the field. 5:50 left in the first quarter. On the 15-yard line, Giants have the ball. Under center is Blake Bortles, fakes the handoff, and he's under pressure. And that's Marcus Davenport coming in off the edge to get to the quarterback for the sack. And he's amped up, guys. And now it's going to be 3rd and 10. I'm sorry, it was 2nd and 1. But they lost 9 yards on the play. Now Blake Bortles drops back the pass, goes to the left side, hits his man. The tight end, I believe that's the tight end. But he doesn't have enough for the first, Eric Ingram. And they're going to set up for a field goal. This will be a 37-yarder from left hash. Should be a chip shot for the kicker, and the kick is up, and it looks good. So the Giants take the lead 3-0. Giants are up 6-0 with 5.5 left in the first half. And the Giants have the ball on the 5-yard line, pitches it out to the handoff, and he's going to try to lower his head and get somewhere, but he gets stopped. Saquon Barkley's brought down at the 4-yard line, pick up a 1. But the Giants are in the driver's seat. If they put a touchdown here, they're in good shape And here comes pressure, and they're going to get to the quarterback, and that's Cameron Jordan getting his second sack of the day, and he's getting his celebration in as the Saints are trying to stay in this game and want to only give up a field goal. 3rd and goal now on the 9. Blake Bortles under center. Saquon Barkley, the lone back, trips bunch at the top of the screen, and here Bortles dropping back to pass, has all day, goes over the middle, hits his man in stride, and he holds 2 feet in, and that's a touchdown. The Saints get all the way to the 14-yard line inside the red zone with 56 seconds left in the half, and they're trying to put some points on the board to cut this deficit down, and hits none other than Dan Arnold, the third string tight end, and he's almost getting a first down, but he's not quite there yet. 2nd and 1. They call timeout. They have 1 left remaining. Jacoby Brissett dropping back to pass from the gun, goes over the middle, hits his man, and that's Tayshawn Younger, the speedster, and he gets open and he cuts this lead down to 6 as the Saints get on the board. Third quarter now. Saints have the ball on the 14-yard line inside the red zone. Jacoby Brissett in the gun. Time's ticking on the play clock. He gets it off, dumps it over the middle to Jared Cook. He has enough for the first down, and he's down at the 7. And he has 178 yards passing and a touchdown for Jacoby Brissett. 18 of 23, only missed 5 passes. He's having a pretty good game. No interceptions yet. We'll see how long this stands up in this game, but he's back in the pass from the gun, swings it over to the halfback, and that's Jalen Richard with the reception. And he got nothing. 2nd and goal now on the 11-yard line. Actually, he lost a yard. Man in motion. That's Traquan Smith. Jacoby Brissett drops back the pass. They swing it over to nobody's in no man's land. Nobody was there, not even a defender. He just got rid of it. I guess he felt the pressure. 3rd and goal now on the 11-yard line. They could come away with a field goal, but I know they're looking for a touchdown. And Jacoby Brissett going for the end zone. Hits his man, but he's out of bounds. Dan Arnold can't stay in. No, that's Austin Carr. My bad. After a Saints field goal, the Giants have the ball on the red zone on the 20-yard line, 1st and 10, and they're going to hand off to Saquon Barkley, goes straight the middle, and he gets about 2 or 3. And now time's ticking on the clock on the 17-yard line. Here's another handoff to Saquon Barkley, and he gets stuffed in the backfield, probably picked up 1. I got to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to say he got 2 yards. Okay, 3rd and 5. They favorable spot in New Orleans. You don't see that happen too often. But here's Bortles, hits his man, gets the first down, and that's Ingram, I believe. No, that's Saquon Barkley underneath getting the check down. First reception of the day for Saquon Barkley. And now 1st and goal on the 8. Hand off to Saquon Barkley. He got running room, lowers his head, gets down to the 2. He has 15 carries for 69 yards. Almost averaging 5 yards a carry, but now they hand off to the backup, C.J. Anderson, and he gets stuffed in the backfield. And I know the Saints are hoping they can hold him to a field goal. 3rd and goal on the 3. Trips bunch at the top of the screen. And here comes pressure, and here comes Von Bell getting into the backfield for the strong safety blitz and got to his man. And so now the Giants are going to kick a field goal. It's going to be a 28-yard field goal. This is a chip shot, and the kick is up, and it is through the upright. So 6-point lead for the Giants. After the Giants kicked the field goal, they went and scored a touchdown, got a 2-point conversion. They are now up by 14 with 8:36 left in the regulation, and the Saints have the ball inside the red zone. And they are trying to get some points on the board quick. They need 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. And Jacoby Brissett drops back to pass, goes to the left side. Here's Austin Carr. He can't hold on to it. The ball's jarred loose, and he's down on the play. Doesn't get back up. We'll have to see if he comes back in this game. But now a 34-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up, and I don't know why they're kicking a field goal with this time expiring. Austin Carr won't be returning to the game, but the Saints have the ball inside the red zone on the 13-yard line, 1st and 10. Jacoby Brissett in the gun, gonna drop back to pass. They send the house. It's picked up perfectly. He got all day. He needs to get rid of it. He's scrambling out, still scrambling out. Doesn't get rid of it and takes the sack, and that's a sack that you can't take in this time of the ball game, and the 2-minute warning is coming up. You gotta throw the ball. You gotta get rid of it. You gotta scramble out, and that's one thing Jacoby Brissett doesn't do, and Brian Ryans does. But Brian Ryans is not in the game. It's Jacoby Brissett. He's got to have his composure. And he throws it over the middle into the end zone, and Tayshaun Younger is overshot. And now it's 3rd and 22. They can kick a field goal and hope they get the ball back and get a touchdown with a 2-point conversion, but they want a touchdown now. And here's Jacoby Brissett. Throws the interception. It's picked off by Jason Verrett at the 1-yard line. And that's going to be a turnover for the Saints. And that's going to be your ball game, guys. The Saints are going to lose this one 24-13 in the divisional round to the New York Giants. And it's a hard-fought game, but they could not get the victory. Jacoby Brissett took that sack, only 48 rushing yards. They missed Alvin Kamara. And Saquon Barkley had a field day with 175 yards rushing for the Giants. But let's see, there's some real stats here, guys. As you can see, Jacoby Brissett, 69 completion percentage, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 284 yards. Blake Bortles, 216 yards passing, 70 completion percentage, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Saquon Barkley, 27 carries, 161 yards, 5.9 yards a carry, a touchdown. And Jalen Richard was the leading rusher for the Saints with 24 on 8 carries. And Jalen Richard was the leading receiver in the whole game with 92 yards on 7 catches. And that's what the Saints had to do without star wide receiver Michael Thomas. Tayshaun Younger, 9 catches for 65 yards and a touchdown for the young rookie out of North Carolina. Austin Carr went out with an injury. He had 5 catches for 51 yards. Traquan Smith didn't get open much, just 3 catches for 27 yards. Jared Cook, only 2 catches for 20 yards. Wolfer and Ramczyk and Teron Armstead gave up sacks, 1 sack apiece. 2 sacks for Cameron Jordan. Marcus Davenport had 1, Von Bell had 1, and so did Sheldon Rankins for the Saints. 1 interception by Jason Verrett for the Giants. Pass deflections by McLaurin Jr., DeAndre Baker, and Marshawn Lattimore had 1 for the Saints. Forced fumbles, 1 by Patrick Robinson, and recovered by Patrick Robinson. No defensive touchdowns. Cameron Jordan did get NFC Defense Player of the Week for Week 19. 7 tackles, 2 sacks, and the loss